If you want to learn a language, maybe you should try collecting shells. Shells? I have a point, so stick with me. You see, I'm Puerto Rican, but I never learned Spanish. My mom would get on me all the time. When are you gonna learn the language? And hey, I wanted to learn it, and I really tried. My mom would teach me things from time to time, and I took classes in school. I tried all the apps I could get a hold of, but nothing seemed to work. Now, what does all of this have to do with shells? Well, I started thinking about it because my mom had started going on walks along the beach. And she'd come up back with a bunch of shells, all excited. Like, look at how many shells I got. The next thing I know, she's talking about all these different kinds of shells. Like, when did you learn all of this? Now, maybe you noticed, right there is the key. And I wish I realized this sooner because I wouldn't have given up learning Spanish. The key is, don't be a language learner, be a language collector. Let me ask you this, have you ever watched someone who collects something, anything, and they're not excited by what they collect? Like I recently watched a video from Potato Jet where he gets super into bird photography.
That's gonna be your 100th bird?
This is the century bird. It's gotta be this one. A black skimmer.
Oh, that is it?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's a crazy looking bird. But once you know what these birds are, you see how much more exciting it is?
It's infectious. It made me want to start bird photography, and I have no interest in it at all. This is the power of collecting. He's collecting moments, and he's learning about birds naturally while having fun. Everyone is excited about what they collect, so why not be a language collector? Seriously, I'm kind of annoyed that I'm just realizing this is why I failed Spanish, but I succeeded with Japanese. By all means, Spanish should have been easier. Not only is it an easier language, but both my parents speak Spanish. I should have had an easier time with it, but I started learning with the goal to study the language, so I wasn't having fun. Japanese was different. I still remember the joy I had learning the first few things in Japanese. Everything was so completely different to what I knew before that everything was interesting. So when I found a new word, I got excited the same way my mom got excited when she was collecting shells. While watching shows, I pulled out phrases the same way a kid would start repeating phrases from their favorite TV shows. I was a collector. And I had so much fun collecting that it allowed me to learn Japanese naturally. And not just learn it, I was able to live in Japan for over a year and thrive. I was meeting up with a bunch of Japanese people and having long conversations in Japanese. I had tons of experiences that I only had because I spoke the language. So the question is, how do you become a language collector? And how do you use your collection to actually improve in the language? Well, becoming a collector is easy. When you find a new word or a phrase, collect it. Write it down, save it for later. With Japanese, I spent an embarrassing amount of time collecting from anime, but this was the best stuff because I'd watch a show and I'd get a deeper connection to it. There's action, there's emotion, it makes you feel something. So every time I go back and listen to these clips again, I can remember the exact feeling and story behind that phrase. That is the deeper connection. This gives you something that no textbook and no course could ever give you. Now, the tricky part is knowing how to use your collection so you could actually improve in the language. Now, I have some good news and some bad news. The bad news is that this isn't something I could answer in just one video. The good news is I'm going to dedicate my channel to show you behind the scenes. I'm going to be watching videos online and collecting on camera. And I'll show you exactly what I'm doing to improve my languages over time. And we can all have some fun together. Now, you don't have to wait for this because I already have the first 2 videos posted right now. So if you're curious about becoming a language collector and you want to see how it's done, then you could go over to those right now. Let's become language collectors together. I'll see you over there.